Give me a hell yeah.
What time it is?
No regard for human life. Fuck you mean? The Kings ain't going nowhere. It's real. The Kings are real. Turn the fucking jets on! Turn the fucking jets on!
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know. Deuce and Mo.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know.
Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, it's my favorite show. Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings. Big hopes and dreams as we cover our kings. Never cover the kingdom, but we loving our kings. And we covered your prayers as we doing our thing. Big Deuce with the par, Lil Mo on the screen. Solo or together, still do it for team. Never switch up for $1 or revenue stream. So we always got each other, balance out the beam. Deuce and Mo, and that's the end of the thing. So do it for Deuce and Mo.
We are live! Happy Saturday night. The Kings have 45 wins.
the most wins they've had since the 04-05 season, and that magic number is 1. Deuce and Mo live on a Saturday night.
What up, Deuce?
Hey.
Hey, Morgan.
Hi.
I'm rooting for you.
How's
Hey,
everybody doing tonight?
Fantastic. Let's go,
go,
Kang.
Deuce and Mo.
Back-to-back wins, back-to-back beam nights.
That electric bill is going to be high.
I heard it's not cheap to turn on after every game, by the way.
No, I believe that. But, I mean,
yeah.
there's lots of money.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to be making some money over this playoff stretch.
Dude, I even think about, like, these last 2 nights of just, like, sellout crowds and how much, like, are there open courtside seats, or are those all season tickets? Like, how does that work? I don't get what rich people do.
I don't know how to answer that question. I have zero idea.
Okay.
Idea. How's everybody feeling tonight after this Kings win? Peyton in the chat already asking, hey, no Davion Mitchell as a candidate for dog of the game.
Damn.
I mean, it was tough. I don't know. Should I put him on there? You only can put 4 on there. And I didn't know if I should put someone else.
Well, I mean, he was your dog of the game last night, so.
Morgan's giving me a little shit before the show, by the way.
Oh, yes, I was.
Because they won. It was I'm not as like coming in here as fired up today. And it's not because I'm in a bad mood. I'm happy about the win, but it was one of those wins you're like, I wish I could have seen a little better.
Disagree.
I wish I saw a little more tonight. I felt like it was just some similar mistakes. It
But
was a
that's
little
fine.
too
It's a
close for my
tough
liking.
matchup. It's a tough matchup for them. Like, it doesn't matter. It's the Jazz without Lauri Markkanen. Like, let's talk about it.
No Markkanen.
That's what I
No
just
Clarkson.
said. Yeah.
No Sexton.
I know.
No Rudy Gay. Kings were without De'Aaron Fox. I mean, I'm beyond happy with how they won. Mitch just didn't even put on the jacket. What the damn?
Oh my God, you're right.
I gotta be honest, guys. I'm gonna be honest with
No,
you. I mean,
no.
Can I be honest with you guys on a Saturday night?
Ew.
I love you. You guys, I think, love me back.
Not right now.
Was this a jacket worthy?
You're ruining the vibe. You're ruining the vibe. So fix it.
Look, man.
No, we're not going to look.
Look at me. Look at me and look at me.
No,
good.
just fix it. Don't do this. Don't bring. Oh,
You-
we're all excited on a Saturday night. There's almost 400 people here in the pre-show. Like, what the shit are you doing? Put the damn jacket on and shut up. I am so sorry, everybody. I don't know what he thinks this is. You think this is a joke? You think this is some freaking joke?
You want the jacket? Is it gonna make you guys feel good? Here.
You didn't even put Davion as a choice for dog of the game. No, wear it proud or don't wear it at all.
I'm proud.
No, act like it.
Guys, look.
Bullshit.
Am I alone? Am I this lone man right now? I'm not as. I said I was happy about the win. I just wasn't coming here juiced and jacked, ready to fire. Now you're getting me fired up about this.
Yeah, as you should.
Deuce, I ruined your vibe?
Thank you.
You're alone, Deuce?
Thank you. This is why I'm here with you. Thank you.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't do this often.
What?
I don't do this often to the people here.
What are you going to do?
You guys. You.
We're all saying it right back at you. More than welcome to say it right back at him.
You want this then?
More than welcome, if our chat allows
Now
it.
you guys piss me off. The Kings have 45 wins. It's something they haven't done since 2004, 2005.
Thank you.
Deuce Mason needs to embrace that moment.
Hell
Deuce
yes.
needs to understand that the Kings won tonight without De'Aaron Fox. They had Delly play like a dog
Say it.
in the DAAAAWG chain, and they lit the beam on back-to-back nights. If you like the win, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
I think we're missing something. It's almost like we need some goddamn fun! 45 wins! Are you happy now? The magic number is 1! Sacramento, baby! We are back!
Thank you, everybody.
Maybe I just need a little
Thank you.
inspiration from the people. Kings have won 45 games.
Kings have won 45 games. That's really hard to sing with this beat. Oh, there you go. You can see his booty shaking. Wow. Ew, what? No. No.
Now you have
too much
me.
energy.
Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you guys being here. Getting me juiced, ready to go.
It took you so
Yeah,
long. I love it.
Oh, can we be honest? You want to be real honest right now?
Well,
You know what I think it is?
what is it? Yeah, what?
Can I cuss on a Saturday night?
You're going to ask me, the pirate? Please, proceed.
Man, fuck the Sixers.
Fuck the
Yeah,
Sixers.
that's it. See, you take it too far. You just have to get one in. Let me just do it.
Okay,
it's my thing.
I just was like, I felt it in that moment and was like, yeah.
You know what I think it was?
What?
I thought I was feeling tonight like there was zero chance the Sixers were going to give the Kings what they needed, which was wait, I'm sorry.
You felt like the Sun or the Sixers were going to give the Kings what they needed.
Yeah, I thought that was a for sure
Yeah,
thing. I was
yeah.
like, oh, the Pelicans aren't going to beat. They're not going to beat the Clippers, and the Kings will win. All right. But the Pelicans take care of business in LA tonight, and then it was the Sixers getting owned in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Suns are playing on the second half of back-to-back, too. You know?
I feel you. I feel you, man.
I think that's what it was. I think I was so dead set with how things were going once I saw the Pelicans score that I was like, we're going to be talking about clinching a playoff spot. And I wanted to clinch in the building. And now I don't know if it's right. The magic number is 1.
It is 1.
But some people are suggesting that if Minnesota loses to the Warriors tomorrow night, the Kings would clinch.
I want to wait until the NBA puts something out.
I don't know. I've been saying magic number stuff wrong from people. The NBA put a possibility out this morning that I didn't realize was even a thing. So I don't know.
I think a lot of people
Here's what we do
realize.
know. The Kings, if they win Monday, they're in. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, we do know that.
Yeah.
Let's start the damn thing.
Oh, and let me give some love to the people
Give
watching
some
us
love to the people that are
live.
watching on the
Appreciate you guys
side.
hanging out with us on a Saturday night. This is going to be a fun one because we're off tomorrow. We can
Oh my God. Wait, wow.
Now-
I'm so, well, we're off, but we have to.
If the Kings do clinch tomorrow, we're doing a live night chat, just so you know.
100%.
And then we're probably going out after.
Give me a hell yeah.
Where are we going to go?
We'll find out.
Cool.
All right, let's give some love to the people. Roll call time. Brian says, good thing we have Morgan. Thank you, Lee. What's up, Shiesty? What's up, Drem? Queef69. Hey, Peyton. Hey, Frank. Don't forget about Dabbing Taco and Jake. We got Brad, Tony, First Player Tokens, Jose, and Don James. Derek Rogers is here. Hey, Don, Victor, Sack, King, Aaron, Jesse 916, and Eli, Mick, Fly. Philip Reno's here with Benjamin. Bad news, Sour Grapes. He doesn't have a lot of bad news lately. We got Bud 209, Melissa, Haley, JJ, Sub J, Harder Way. Securing the Beam is in the building with open mic. Don't forget about Marion Swag,
Hey,
man.
Marion Swag.
Churro and Chi, Jamar and Chris. I mentioned Modern Mexican. No, not yet. Just did. Hey, Carlin. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Blue? Velvet, Sack Kings, Aaron. Oh, there's so many people here. And let's give love to some of the donations we got, including Todd, who donated $5. All 5 in double figures. Can they pass a roll? No talking to the refs about calls, only coaches. No, we got a jaw at the officials sometimes. Tina donated $5 saying fire the jacket. Thanks so much for the new subs, Edmund and First Player Tokens. Shout out to the loyal Twitch people including Peg Junk, Beam Diddy, who became a subscriber for 17 straight months.
you.
Hey, Yeti and Felipe and Chili Dog and Peg Junk, Murph World. Appreciate you guys so much for being here tonight on Night Chat. Hey, Levi. What's up, Michael? Kiana. Thank you.
I know the next thing you need to say.
What?
We got over 500 people here watching on a Saturday night. If you like a good Kings win and talking hoops, give us a thumbs up.
Seriously, helping us grow is pretty simple. You hit that thumbs up button. We show up in front of more people. Make sure you're subscribed to. Thank you to Jose for becoming a new member. He says, light the beam and fire the laser.
Arm the laser.
I'm in the laser! Begin laser ignition!
Fire the laser!
There we go.
Worse.
There we go.
And
All
it
right,
wasn't Nick that asked me.
let's start the podcast.
Okay.
Deuce and Mo coming down. 3, 2, 1. Hit my music.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.
Hey, welcome into the Deuce and Mo podcast. Recording this on a Saturday night after the Kings get back-to-back wins on the home floor. De'Aaron Fox did not play in this game, and the short-handed Jazz put up a decent fight, but the Kings were able to hang on. They used a big-time third quarter to take the lead and take control, and the Kings are now having a magic number of 1. Their next win means they clinch a playoff spot. They beat the Utah Jazz tonight, 121-113. So much love going around. How about Kevin Huerter? Big-time games, back-to-back nights. Delly coming off the bench, playing some legit defense. He gets the DAAAAWG chain, and the Kings have 45 wins. The most wins they've had in the season since the 2004-2005 season. Hey, I'm Deuce Mason. That's Morgan Reagan. How you doing, Mom?
You already know. I'm beaming. I was just going to say buzzing, but I might as well just say beaming if I'm going to use a B word to describe how I'm feeling. It's a Saturday night, with a real day off tomorrow, unless something happens with the Kings clinching spot, and then we have to go back to work. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's not even work at that point. And option 3, whatever number I was on, I'm so glad that the Kings won this game. And I know there's so many things that we can look at with this game and go, well, yeah, this should have been a no-brainer kind of win. I get that. I don't care. I'm just glad that they are doing a good job of controlling their fate, of getting into the playoffs, and not just depending on other teams to get wins and to make it happen for them.
Yeah, I was very eager to see how the Kings were going to respond after what happened against this Utah Jazz team.
Yeah.
Just, earlier this week in Salt Lake City when the Kings wrapped up their 4-game road trip in Utah. Of course, Kevin Huerter did not play in that game, but the Kings were shorthanded, and they got the Jazz got off to that 40-19 start. Their zone really messed some things up. The Kings rallied back, took the lead, but weren't able to close it, and Utah won. It was really disappointing finish to that road trip. I was eager to see how they came out tonight. Look, I like any win. Wins are great. 45 wins is a huge accomplishment, big picture.
Yeah.
Yes. I just think there are some things tonight that I wish were a little smoother. It's also kind of hard to be super critical when Fox is not there, and I think he could have definitely helped some things, especially attacking the paint against that zone defense. I thought with him and Huerter in the lineup, that could have helped things. Overall, you get the win, and I thought they looked great in that third quarter. What jumped out to you about this Kings win? We can go over all the highs and lows.
Yeah, I think there were highs and lows, and I think one of the things, there's a lot of things that stood out to me. I'll say one of the things that stood out to me was Davion Mitchell, again, stepping up to the challenge of being their starting point guard out there. I just think he keeps showing why he is a good God, I'm losing my mind.
Backup point guard.
Thank you.
NBA
Backup. I was
player.
going to say second. I could not think of backup point guard. Why he is a good backup point guard in this league. And I think sometimes we look at him and we go, man, but his size, like, look at these other guys with the size advantage. we saw the other night, even when he was taking on Devin Booker, he might not have this size advantage and Devin Booker can shoot over him. But if he's disrupting the hell out of him and making sure his life is harder, he's not even going to get a good look at the basket because he's going to have to worry about where his handles are, right? And so Davion Mitchell, I think, has just done a fantastic job of making so many people think twice on the offensive end when he's playing defense on them. And what that does, Deuce, it sets the tone on that end of the floor for the rest of the squad.
Yeah, and Davion had to start against a bigger lineup too, right? Like they have a pretty big starting lineup, even without Markkanen out there.
Yeah.
Of course, Sexton's been out, Clarkson's been out, but you got THT, AAAAWG, Olynyk, Walker Kessler. What a man he was tonight.
Career high
Guy's a
tonight.
beast. But Davion, the only thing he wasn't able to do tonight is connect from that three-point shot. He was 0 for 6, but God, he had some beautiful moves to the basket. A couple of crossovers, nasty finishes, pushing in transition.
You talk about that. I mean, that was his way of getting into the paint. And I know at times it was like he was going all the way to the basket, but his handles were nasty. We've seen him hit that outside shot, so it was disappointing that wasn't falling. But there was other guys to clean that up a little from beyond the arc. Obviously, Keegan Murray with 6 threes tonight. Kevin Huerter was knocking down some shots. There was guys stepping up, but I just love that Davion Mitchell took on that role as starting point guard and was able to just handle things out there.
He had 11 points. He had 6 assists. He also had 4 steals in the game. 5 of 11 shooting, 0 for 6 from downtown, but he played 29 minutes in this game. Yeah, I think the one thing early on that was really good, I thought Sabonis kind of set the tone too. It was clear he was like, we're going to push here.
Yep.
And we're going to get things going. The best thing you can do, especially for a team that has been throwing some zone at you,
get them back on their heels.
Get them on their heels.
Yep.
Don't let them get set. And man, was he getting the rebound and pushing. He had that one where he got the rebound, went coast to coast for the score. I'm like, this is a 7-foot big guy getting a rebound, pushing and scoring in transition. There's not a ton of guys with his build who can do that stuff at the NBA level.
No, I couldn't wait to mention that moment, because just being able to go from rim to rim on your own as a beast going down the floor, the way that he pushes the pace, not only in that moment, but like you said, throughout the game, it does set the tone. And it set the tone in the beginning of the game because they needed to do that against this Jazz defense. But I also thought Sabonis and Harrison Barnes did a much better job in the beginning defensively, coming down on Walker Kessler and making sure that his life was going to be a little bit more difficult, even though he was still getting his.
Dude, he got his and more tonight. And that's where, again, like before the show, we were kind of talking about how it wasn't exactly like fired up after this win. I mean, you allowed 70 points in the paint.
Yeah.
And these are the things that, you know, come playoff time, you're concerned about, because the Kings, and this is nothing new, I guess, right? Like, it's not like Sabonis was defending Kessler one-on-one. All right. There's a lot of times it's like mismatches galore. Kessler was super active. There's not many guys that can give you 31 and 11 on 14 of 16. In fact, I believe David Locke told me, the Jazz announcer, he had to tell me this because, you know, his team lost, so he's got to, let me juice up my guy a little bit. He was mentioning how, like, the last guy to do, I think the last rookie to do that was Shaq, something like that.
Well,
so pretty impressive
that
company.
is
Walker
impressive.
Kessler is really good. But it's just the Kings' size, and this is a long-term thing when you're trying to build out this roster. They don't have a backup 5.
No.
And we could say there are guys who play backup 5 on occasion. Tonight we saw Metsu.
3
Chimezie
minutes?
Metu came in and took one of the worst threes in the history of the game. And I think G-Man actually on the broadcast was like, they'll have to check the backboard to see if he broke it.
No, he did not.
No, but it was just not a good decision, right? And it was at a time where the Kings were settling a lot.
Yes.
There's some defensive miscues. Chimezie Metu only plays 2.5 minutes in this game. They end up going to Rashawn Holmes, who I feel so bad for Rashawn. He just doesn't look comfortable at all.
And it's
And it's like,
it's not
how
even
could he? He never
right.
plays. I don't.
That's really quick. I wanted to mention that because I go, some people go, oh, maybe you can't play anymore. And it's like, no, when you're not playing obviously you're not going to feel comfortable. It's not about like staying ready. It's like, oh shit, I forgot what this is like with these NBA minutes. And I mean, how many times did he get blocked in the couple minutes that he was in? Yeah, it didn't look good. And when you mentioned that backup 5 position, Deuce, you're exactly right. All the Jazz had to do was lob it up even in transition. They had some beautiful moments where they're just making a half-court pass to Walker Kessler or whoever else was down low and just keep the ball up high, and they would dunk it, throw it down, and or lay it in. It was some beautiful basketball way to utilize your height, especially when the Kings lack that.
This Utah team, I feel like we're repeating some of the stuff we talked about the last time they saw them in Salt Lake City. DAAAAWG, dude looks like he can play. He's got a ton of potential. He had 20 points in this game. He also had 3 blocks along with 4 assists, 3 rebounds on 8 of 15 shooting. He was 3 of 7 from downtown. So they've got him. They've got Walker Kessler. It's a pretty talented team, man.
Hell yeah, it is.
Plus you got Markkanen, who wasn't even playing tonight. But yeah, going back to Rashawn, you're right. It's just I felt like they try to give him a pick and roll, but there's a hesitation with him and Monk, and it's like they don't play together at all. And I think, we take a step back. I feel like I wish that Mike Brown had given Rashawn more opportunities early to get that rhythm. And I always reference that Lakers game in LA when Sabonis missed it and he had a double-double. I'm like, this could be his moment, right, to get back into things. He just hasn't. And they gave him a chance, and it did not look good tonight at all.
And, I see on our chat, not JK says, I don't know, Mo, kind of looks like he can't play. He looked awful to start the year as well before his role was significantly reduced. And in at times, absolutely. But then you do reference a game like that Lakers game, and you go, even before that, what did he all of a sudden take a whole year and just get like shitty? And that's where I go, we just haven't seen enough for me to go from what he was doing with Tyrese Halliburton to earn that contract to what he is right now. So I think it is going to be a situational thing with him, and he will be able to play a role in the NBA.
And he had his push shot once tonight. He missed it.
Yeah.
And he got blocked a couple of times. It was, there were some tough things for him in that game. And then he ends up only playing 3.5 minutes. So we're talking about Metu and Holmes, your backup 5 options, playing a combined 6 minutes tonight. So they end up going with Trey Lyle, small ball 5, which I do like, but there are just disadvantages to that, especially when you have a team with some legit size. And as you start looking forward to playoff matchups, you start looking around going, all right, who's got legit size? The Suns come to mind. You think about a team like the Clippers who have some more size. But then again, the Clippers just lost at home. Clippers are falling apart.
I know. It's weird too, because when you do have that small ball 5, you think about when a team like the Jazz are in that zone and they stack like the weak side or whatever, or whatever side that may be, and you have your 5 stretching the floor, which is fine, but then it usually means that you're going to settle for those outside shots. And we saw a lot of settling tonight. I believe that was end of the first. I was texting you what is this, Chuck City? What are we doing?
Well, and
here?
I think that was the thing early on. I thought the Kings had some success against the zone because Keegan Murray they kept leaving Keegan Murray open in the corner for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they were late to recover on that. And Keegan's like, I can shoot this corner 3.
What did he say?
Well, yeah, I think I can shoot this.
Nice.
He had 14 points in the first quarter, which was awesome. And Keegan Murray tonight had a really nice game. He had 22 points, 8 of 15 shooting, 6 of 12 from 3. He's going to smash that
3 away
rookie record, Donovan Mitchell's all-time rookie record for most threes in a season. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the Jazz started to go into that zone too once Dellavedova and Kessler Edwards went to the game, and the Kings shot 16 threes in the first quarter, and I did not like the number. I felt like they weren't getting great looks from 3, and that's what the zone will do, right? If you're not attacking it right, you start to fall into some bad habits, and I think that's where my disappointment lies a little bit tonight with Sacramento, even in a win, was this. They did this to you last time.
Yeah.
And
they didn't make the adjustments.
You have to handle it better. Now, the Kings did end up handling it better.
Sure.
Getting stops helps.
Yep.
Right? The Kings weren't getting a ton of stops early, so then you're in a tough position. You're not being able to push in transition. And what do you know? The Kings were forcing some turnovers in that third quarter.
Oh my God.
They're getting out in transition.
Hands in the passing lane.
I mean, when the Kings are in transition and they're forcing turnovers, they look unstoppable. And
Yep.
that's just the reality. Unfortunately for Sacramento, is they have not been able to do that consistently this year. They just can't string together a lot of consistent defensive stops in a game.
Yeah, and obviously we already know that's one of their biggest flaws, but Deuce, you even talk about the settling and taking those outside shots, as many as they did early on in the game. You as a shooter, but usually knowing your teammates well, you know where that ball is kind of going to go, right? Especially when you see it on the release or you see where it's going off of the back of the rim, front of the rim, whatever. And it just seemed like those rebounds were long, and in a zone, they didn't capitalize on that. No one was putting a body on them, but the Kings still weren't crashing and getting those boards. And I know they can be funky and kind of go in different places, and sometimes it's going to be luck, but I felt like they weren't crashing enough on those missed shots too.
So it was 32-26 after one. One guy that jumped out to me immediately tonight, and he ended up getting the defensive player of the game chain, was Matthew Dellavedova. And I've said to Morgan, I might have said it even on night chat. Sometimes I confuse some of the things I say on and off the podcast, but I was like, I like Delly as a person. I believe he's an important fixture in the locker room. He's been on really good teams. I think he has a good understanding of the game. I just feel like he's not playable. And tonight, in this matchup, I thought he came in, he put pressure on the ball, he was into the guards, he was playing physical, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm just watching him defensively.
And that's what he needs to do.
Yeah, and he was into it. I mean, he had a really nice play in the second half on Chris Dunn to force a turnover. I just love what he brought tonight, because last night, Mike Brown did not bring Dellavedova into the game after Fox got hurt.
Yep.
He played Davion Mitchell from the 7:16 mark of the third quarter to the end of the game. And tonight, it was like, all right, Delly, we need you to come in and give us a little edge out there, play with a little physicality. And he came in and did that tonight. I thought Delly gave you 19 minutes. He gave you 5 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, knocked down a 3, and he played some good defense. I like what he brought tonight.
After he knocked down that 3, and I think he fell over, and then he came back in and just fouled. I think it was THT right away. And I was just like, damn it. Those are the moments that are frustrating. Don't allow those moments to happen, because you're not going to get a lot of time. You're the vet.
Are you talking about the one in the fourth quarter that Mike Brown ended up challenging?
No.
That was one of the more frustrating things in this game for me. Fourth quarter, I wrote it down, 10:40 mark. Mike Brown used his challenge. And you know me, I don't like the challenges. I like saving them. But in that situation, I was like, use that shit, Mike.
Really?
Yeah,
you were down for it?
Well, I was so irritated by what happened with Malik Monk. Monk goes up strong.
Was that?
He clearly got fouled.
Sure.
And the official missed the call. And Malik Monk was
ejected.
He was walking down the floor after jawing at the official the entire time.
So he must have said something.
He probably said something that was worthy of injection. But the point is, and that was tough. Someone's got to help him out there. The coaching staff, whatever, has to pull him back or something.
Yeah.
Come on, get him focused. But because you don't want to lose him, especially without De'Aaron Fox.
No,
he was pissed. He was pissed, and he should have been pissed. I don't know how you missed that call, and so they missed it. But anyway, at the less than a minute later, Delly just plays nice defense. I thought on THT, they call him for a foul. Mike Brown challenges it, and they don't overturn it. And I can't for the life of me watch that play. And again, it's one play. It didn't cost him anything in the game. But I'm watching that going, how do you play defense in the NBA, though? Because I didn't feel like Delly was leaning in with his chest.
Right.
I felt like he was playing good defense. I didn't see him reach. Did I miss something? Whatever it was, they did not overturn it. And then all of a sudden now Mike Brown is 19 and 23 on challenges this year, by the way.
19 and 23.
Yes, on challenges this year. But I felt like that one, although it wasn't like a pivotal moment in the game or something, I liked the challenge because the official had some questionable calls. So challenge that. make them go look at that, and they still didn't overturn it.
Yeah,
So
well,
what do I know?
I
What do
think
I know?
that's the most frustrating thing when they still don't overturn it, because sometimes I feel like it's an ego thing, and it's like they're trying to prove a point when really it's like, no. It's okay to be wrong. Like, that's what the challenge is used for. Even if the challenge is being used in a petty way to prove that you are wrong about something, it's still about the game. Like, do your job the right way. And I know there was too many frustrating moments like that in this game.
I was fine with the challenge. I see a couple people in the chat saying it was bad. Who would care about a Delhi foul to overturn? It's not about that. It's more about, hey, officials, wake your shit up, right? Isn't that what it's about, Morgan?
I mean,
Or am I being emotional? I criticize them for being emotional sometimes with challenges. Am I saying be emotional?
You
and make a
are
challenge?
emotional, here's my.
Don't call me emotional.
Just listen, God, you're totally emotional. Oh my God, he's like talking. You are emotional about it, which is hilarious, because if we rewind the tape to whatever night chat, you're yelling at Mike Brown for being emotional and using his challenge. And so you have to understand, he has a personal connection with these guys on a different level than you. So that's why when it does happen the way that it happens, it's coming from that. It's coming from the same thing that you're feeling. What now?
Deli dapped me up the other day. I think I have a deep connection with him now.
Shut up.
In all seriousness, this game is so geared toward offense.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You got to let these guys play some defense.
I'm with you.
Like, what are we doing?
Totally with you.
We got to play some defense in this league. It's okay to have a little physicality.
Well, and that's why
and you call that, but you don't call the monk plays.
But that's why I appreciate when they allow like Sabonis and the bigs to go at one another and just like let some physical play. Now, I don't like when there's a hand palm in his face or coming across his body and they're not calling shit, but I do appreciate when they let guys like body up and like get physical and kind of set the tone, like this is where we're going to be, so you don't need to call this every play down, right? And then when you see it along the perimeter too, I like it, except when it alters someone's direction. Like that's when it's like, okay, someone's obviously that's a foul. So yeah, there's things that have to be cleaned up. This is something we've talked about all season long, but this game, I'm not talking about that. And I saw a lot of people complaining about it, but this game, I'm not talking about that.
In the chat, Jay Jolly says that Monk told the official call a mother effing foul.
Say that again, Deuce.
Monk told the official to call a mother effing foul.
Oh, got it. That's all he said.
And I don't know. That's just one person saying that.
Okay.
Yeah, he was hot. If I'm an official, it's going to take me a lot to eject a player. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Let a guy be mad. If you miss a call, and that's the thing. What's annoying is you eject him, and that official is going to go back and watch that play because they are graded after every game and go, I missed that call.
Yeah. No,
Cool. And then you threw him out because you missed a call because he reacted to your shit call. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. But in that way too, though, in some ways, you got to keep your cool. You got to keep and I'm saying that, and I'm someone who would never keep my cool on a basketball floor. So it's not easy, but at the same time, you're missing some guys and you're needed out there, but you ended up still pulling out the W. And Delhi, the guy that we were talking about before talking about the officials, ended up getting the DAAAAAWG chain. And I loved it because then he was talking about after the game, something about like Davion really deserves this, like always.
Like
so.
all the time. He also talked about why this can be a season to remember for the Sacramento Kings.
Learned recently about a conversation that you had with Terrence Davis that meant a lot to him. I'm just curious from the mentorship standpoint, how impressed you are or anything that surprised you about this group and how quickly they've learned lessons and incorporated lessons.
Yeah, I mean, there's always things happening behind the scenes, but I think, Coach Brown has done a great job of, trying to raise the bar and, internal expectations and the standards that he and the coaches, and then what the players, what we want to hold each other accountable to if we want to, go as far as we can. So, like I said, it's a deep team. You know, guys are going to have their ups and downs, but you got to try to be able to see the bigger picture and know that we're a part of something special here. And, you know, we want to make it a season to remember.
That's cool.
So cute. What a cutie.
It just sounds so much sweeter, too, sometimes with that accent.
It totally, what is it about an Australian accent that's just like, oh, I love that. I love it.
He also said something else post-game that jumped out to me. They were asking him about Keegan Murray, and I wish that clip was out there because when I heard it live, whoa, okay.
Was it just high praise?
He said that Keegan Murray is going to be a superstar in this league.
Oh.
I should just find it here because we actually have the YouTube feed. Do you want me to do that, Morgan?
Oh, yeah.
Are you down for that?
Yeah.
Although I don't know when it is in this clip. So let's just have some fun.
Okay.
Let's listen to some Delhi. We've not talked about Delhi in the night chat. Let's hear a Delhi talk about this Kings win, and we'll fast forward if necessary.
You like it?
Delhi, nice chain.
That suits me. Appreciate it.
You're the guy with all the playoff experience, the guy who's been sort of the veteran behind the scenes who hasn't got to see a lot of action. But what does it mean for you to have games like this where you do get to step on the court and still show what you can do?
You know, I've been kind of working hard all year, you know, just staying ready. You know, at some point your number is going to be called and you want to be ready when it is. And, you know, so we've been putting in a lot of work, like low-minute games, assistant coaches, you know, low-minute guys, Keegan and Nimi, two-way guys. So, you know, we got a deep roster and hopefully we can make a deep playoff run. And it's a matter of everyone staying ready because, you know, you never know when your number's going to be called.
How much of a surprise was it to put that chain around your neck tonight?
Definitely wanted to try to win it once during the year, but, you know, Davion's been doing such a great job. It's almost his chain, but it feels good.
And just how much have you enjoyed just this experience overall this season? I know it's far from done for you guys, but just overall.
It's been a lot of fun. We got a great group of players in the locker room that have been unselfish for the whole year, and I think that's contributed to the team's success. Coaches that are really pushing us and want the best for us. And then the fans are so hungry for it. We can definitely feel that as players, and you know, the excitement and intensity is building. We know we have to get better, especially defensively. That's what Coach Brown has been, you know, talking about, and we got to keep focusing on that end so we can reach our potential.
Dilly, we learned recently about a conversation that you had with Terrence Davis that
we heard that part.
Meant a lot to
with an Alexa. You got to try to be able to,
What's your impression of like the culture that you've stepped into in this organization under Mike and I don't know, the talent on this team and maybe how well equipped it might be for a playoff run?
I mean, firstly, it's been a lot of fun. You know, we've got a great group, but I mean, the talent in the locker room. Obviously, you know, we're putting up a lot of points. We have Foxy and Domas leading the charge, but you know, so deep everywhere else. There's just so many weapons, and I think with the pace that we play, and not just in the full court, but in the half court with all the cutting, it just makes it hard for teams to guard.
Yeah, Dilly, kind of building off of that, what do you see that you guys need to clean up specifically on the defensive end and sort of fine-tune in this last stretch as you head into the postseason?
I think the consistent ball pressure, you know, just making people be uncomfortable, and then being early on the weak side. I think, you know, when we're aggressive on the ball, it kind of feeds into being aggressive on the weak side. And I think when you are on the front foot and anticipating, that's when we've played our best defense this year.
Hey, Dilly, how impressive is it from a veteran standpoint to see this team and specifically the young guys embrace this playoff atmosphere, the looming playoffs, and not let it become a distraction?
Yeah, I think from the start of the year, Coach Brown is, you know, knows that people were going to be talking about the playoffs and the drought, but I think from the very start he kind of said like he doesn't want that to be the thing where we're happy to be there. Like we got to try to push for more, and I think he's done a really good job of trying to continue to raise the standards and the expectations. Not of like the goal at the end of the season, but just the expectations on each possession of what needs to be done. And I think he's done that from the very start in training camp.
Deli, hey, Keegan Murray's 3 away from breaking that NBA rookie record for threes. As a shooter yourself, how impressive is that feat?
I think, I don't know if Keegan even knows he's that close, but he's having an incredible year. And he's just, a humble guy from the country. And I think he's going to be a superstar in this league. And he's already so good. And, the game comes so easy to him. And I think, playing with guys like Fox and Domas definitely helps take the pressure off him. But he's, figured out some great chemistry with both of those guys, and, coming off Domas handoffs and cutting, and, he shows some other parts of his game every now and then that, let you know that he's going to be even more special in the future.
Some high praise there from Matthew Dellavedova. A lot to unpack there. He talked about what they could do defensively, more ball pressure leads to better reaction on the weak side.
Yeah.
And then just that last clip of him talking about Keegan Murray saying that he can be a superstar.
Well, I think, when he talks about how the game just comes to him so easily, it's true. I believe Keegan puts in the work, but it also takes a different type of person to be able to soak all of that in and make the adjustments that he's making game to game. I just think that's been one of the most impressive things that we've seen from Keegan Murray, not only as a rookie in this league, but I think just as an athlete. I think it's phenomenal to see that he's been able to do that, because not only does that take a coaching staff teaching him the right things and teaching him how to play basketball the right way, but it takes him to have a different type of mindset and mentality to take that on and want to be better at all those things.
Yeah, I just think I've said this for a while about Keegan. Like, every rookie has ups and downs. He's in such a perfect situation, playing 30 minutes tonight as a starter on a team that's going to the playoffs, where he doesn't have to be the guy. He's not thrown in there going, hey, we need you to go out there and score 25 a night, you're going to lose a lot. Like, I love Banchero. Banchero is going to be a great player. I think Keegan is in like the perfect role for him, and it's going to allow him to grow. Mike Brown can hold him accountable, take him and bench him if he needs to. If there's some mistakes, he is super coachable. He wants to be good, and you see enough growth along the way. The shooting is there. For a guy his size to be that effective from long range, I think most people like the shot coming in. I don't think people thought, oh, he's going to come in the NBA and he's going to launch 6 threes a game and hit it at a 40% clip. And it's becoming better. It used to be more of a catch and shoot guy. Now he's coming off dribble handoffs with Sabonis. He's moving without the ball now. There's still a play tonight that pissed me off with him.
What play?
I wrote it down.
Okay. Like, what quarter?
75-69, third quarter. There was a turnover, steal, Keegan in transition, goes soft to the rim, and he got blocked. And that's the area of his game. He's just got to go with force, play with force. He's doing a lot more things that are showing me signs he's improving. That's the one area that's been a little up and down for him. You've seen, he dunked it, but there's some other times where he has not.
7 blocks.
I
for
get
the
it,
team.
but this one was a soft take to the rim.
No, I know what you're talking about, and I'm that's why I'm not.
Yeah.
I agree completely. Yeah. I'm just saying, they're going up against a team with a lot of length, but we've seen it before against teams that don't have as much length. So no, those are the the adjustments that I would definitely like to see from Keegan going forward.
But I think he's going to be a really good player. Like if you're down on Keegan, or if you buy stock in Keegan Murray,
Deli's not just saying that to be like, oh, pump his guy up. Like he feels that. I'm sure he feels that way because one, you're around him every day, so you're seeing the way that he soaks up knowledge. But two, Keegan is like in so many levels that modern day NBA body. And if you have the skill if you can shoot the hell out of the ball and be that height, like you're going to have a good career. You're going to have a role in the NBA.
Yeah, and I think he's showing signs defensively too. His off-ball defense has been really good. They put him in some tough matchups trying to defend Devin Booker, and Brown was asked about that today, and he's like, no, if he's going to be a great player in this league, he's going to have to do those things.
Damn.
Yeah. But Mike Brown after the game, he got a little fired up talking about Keegan. Did you hear this?
No.
Here's Mike Brown after the win.
And then you look at a guy like Keegan, and if he breaks the NBA three-point record that Donovan Mitchell, or when he breaks it, because he's going to break it, but when he breaks it, that has to mean something to everybody out there, especially the people voting. So, again, if he breaks that record and he's not first team all rookie, especially with our team record, then all this is bullshit in my opinion, because he deserves it. That record is like monumental, in my opinion, when it comes to rookies. We're talking about Donovan Mitchell has it right now, and look what he's doing in this league.
Yeah.
So to me, Keegan's job as a rookie is 100, and this is, I'm not trying to take it because Banchero down in Orlando, I mean, great player. Obviously, Chet's hurt. Everybody's doing something as rookies, but to break that record with your team sitting in the third spot and going to the playoffs, and you've been starting for this team all year, come on, man. That's a no-brainer for first team all rookie.
Yeah, I mean, that to me, I didn't even think about that as that not being a possibility, because he's been very effective, like Mike Brown nailed it.
Yeah.
I love that. That's bullshit if he does it.
And he has a point too, but like, I don't know if people aren't talking about that or if that's not the narrative or something. I think Mike Brown's done a great job of obviously having his guys' backs all year long.
Hell yeah. And it's not phony. He believes
It's not.
He doesn't gas up his guys just to gas them up either.
And he's not like he's like pushing Malik Monk when Malik Monk isn't having these like powerful, impactful games. Like he's pushing Malik Monk in those moments going like, okay, well, who else is in that running for sixth man of the year? You know, just really having his guys back, but knowing their ability to play this game at such a high level, and their wins are backing up and validating what he's saying.
If you have not yet, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us live on a Saturday night as we approach a Sunday morning. Hit the thumbs up button. It helps us grow. Make sure you're subscribed as we inch closer to 11,000 subs. We got 600 plus watching us live right now.
Dude, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Deuce, I totally thought about this before tonight's game, and I don't want to forget it. And I want it. Okay. I was thinking this would be fun. What if I was like, you and I, we should get each other a gift for it, and it will be for like the Kings clinching the playoffs gift. So I'll make a gift for you, whether I get it made, buy it, whatever. You do the same for me. And then we present each other with these gifts. Like, it's been 16 long years, and it's just fun to be able to give each other something. It doesn't matter if it's a trophy, a medal. It doesn't matter if it's a T-shirt. Like, just something.
How about I just print up the standings? Hey, there you go. Kings have won.
No. Why can't
Kings
you?
made the
So why
playoffs.
can't you be a little bit creative and fun? I want a gift. I want a gift.
How about this?
And I wanted to get you a gift.
I appreciate you
I
want.
never want to get you a gift. I don't even want to get you a Christmas
Why
gift.
do I have to give you? I don't want to give you a gift.
I want a playoff gift. I just think that would be really nice. Like for everything we've been doing this season, like in all the shit seasons we've been having, like can we please just have like a playoff gift?
I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
I don't want to hear if it's mean. I can't. I don't want to hear it if it's mean. Just be nice.
I'm going to be nice.
No, but don't like don't be like asshole nice. Like just be nice.
Look,
people are loving it.
Deuce the Bus.
Yeah, you should.
I have given you the gifts.
Okay, no. Please, I want a physical gift. I don't want the gift of the podcast, the gift of a fog machine, the gift of your presence.
Here's you can press the fog machine.
No, and if you wanted,
do you want to press the fog machine?
No,
after the
and
clinch?
if you wanted to get me a fog machine and bedazzle it, like, do something. Be creative. How about in 1 week?
I'm gonna be honest. This is so annoying. Okay.
Is it that annoying?
Yeah, I'll come up with a gift for you.
Okay. How about April? What's after the last regular season? Yep, I'm
Morgan,
putting.
we got a lot going on. You think I have time for this shit?
I know. Okay. I'm thinking, how about by April 11th? April 11th.
Yeah.
It's like a couple of weeks.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
A playoff gift.
Yeah.
I think this is a really great idea. Like, I don't ask for much. I don't even like to celebrate my birthday. But that's all I want.
Man, I can't. It's what's really sad is just how things have shifted with this podcast. Where
People agree with
I
me.
felt like people used to support me. They used to have my back a little more, and it's like Morgan can't do any wrong.
Are you kidding me? I get shit on sometimes. But for the cool things like this, a gift, we would love to see what gift you come up with.
Okay. Don't. You're challenging me now.
And it can't be poop in a bag, light it on fire,
Jay-
and then videotape me stomping on it.
Jay, can you relax?
What is
You're
it?
not that cool at all, bro. Get over yourself. Like, relax.
Jay must be new. He knows. He knows.
How about this? Tonight, this doesn't count as your gift, but I
Okay.
will give you the gift of Keegan Murray after the giving some love to the vets. Let's hear what he had to say. Is this actually me talking or Keegan?
Okay, let's
you
see.
be the judge. Huh?
I remember one thing going through the draft process and things like that. I really wanted to come here just to try and get back to the playoffs. And I know kind of the hunger when I came here to visit that they were to get to the playoffs. And just knowing Fox and just kind of started to become friends with him throughout the year and what he's gone through. I feel like it's really a tribute to him because him and Rashawn and HB have been the guys that have been here the longest, and it's all the hard work that they put in, all the trying times that they had. So just to be this close to a playoff spot is really a tribute to those guys.
How sweet.
That's really sweet. Everything.
I came in tonight not feeling good about the win, and then listen to Deli after, listen to Mike Brown go, that's bullshit if he's not it. Hearing my guy Keegan be like, yeah, this is just a tribute to like Rashawn and like Harrison and Fox. Like I really want to make the playoffs. I love it.
Deuce,
I love this.
How are you not motivated by the way that these guys are talking about their teammates and what they want to get for their teammates? How are you not motivated to be like, wow, I want to get my teammate a playoff gift?
Oh, you're really going back to the gift thing. I just want to talk about what I just heard.
It's the
Morgan,
same thing.
I'm going to get you a gift, and it's so funny. My gift is going to be so much better than the gift you give me. People, that's what we're doing. How about this?
Yes!
How about this, you assholes in the chat who are going at me saying, oh, Deuce, get over yourself. Hey, how about this? We give each other gifts, and you vote who got the better gift. And you can't.
You have to be honest.
You can't say Morgan just because you like Morgan
No,
more, or
you can't.
hey, she's nice, or she's the TV star. She's on all the time. It can't be about that. It has to be truly like who got the better gift.
Love it. Love it. Cannot wait.
Tina says, Deuce, obviously it's a light-up jacket. Beam earrings.
For me, beam earrings. That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Oh,
but yeah, I love that's the one thing with this team that I love completely.
Yeah.
Vibes around it have been really good. Keegan, good game for him. We haven't talked about Harrison Barnes yet. I thought Harrison played well tonight. Harrison Barnes had 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 dimes, 6 of 12 shooting, some big shots. I thought he was big, especially coming out in the third quarter. He got off to kind of a quiet start. Came out in the third quarter ready to go, attacking. I think he had 9 points in the first few minutes of the third quarter. That set the tone for Sacramento. You know, they were down at the half, Morgan, 61-55. They shot 41%, 8 of 26 from three-point land, and that was not good at all.
They ended up outscoring the Jazz 35-17 in the third quarter.
It was huge. They went on an 18-4 run.
And just like you're saying, like Harrison Barnes was a huge part of that, coming out of the half, setting the tone. I like the way that he set the tone defensively in the beginning of the game. And again, whenever we talk about the Kings and their defense, I know there's so many bad things as well. But I was texting you about just how him and Sabonis's presence down low, they were really understanding one another, where they needed to be to crash the boards, box out Walker Kessler, making sure that they were like doubling, putting a body on him, whatever they needed to do in that position. But then offensively, just being super efficient like he is. I just love what he brings to this team.
Also, Kevin Huerter. We have not talked about him yet. We talked about a lot of random shit tonight.
We did.
I like the vibe of this night chat.
Thank you.
Besides you forcing a gift thing. Kevin Huerter, back-to-back games playing well. He had 29 points last night. Tonight follows it up with another big game. He had 27 points. Another good job rebounding. He had 9 last night. He had 7 tonight. 4 assists for him. Kevin Huerter also had 3 steals in this game. 10 of 21 shooting. He didn't really get it going from 3 tonight. He was 2 of 9. But that goes to show you Kevin Huerter does more than just sit around and shoot threes. Yeah, he's going to launch them, and he had some great looks tonight. He missed a lot of good looks.
He missed a lot of good looks.
So I'm not even mad at the ones he launched. I thought he did a great job finding other ways to impact the game.
Yep, whether it was him moving without the basketball or go to the defensive end, and it's his defensive IQ, right? Like he understands where to be on the floor. He utilizes his length, keeps his hands up in the passing lanes, gets deflections, had some steals tonight, but on top of all that, just had a nose for the ball, going after rebounds. I love when we see his rebounding numbers just up there.
Yeah. A couple of people in the let me try that again. Couple of people in the chat. Brian, Huerter is so valuable to this team. Todd says, thanks, Atlanta. No, seriously, that trade looks really rough. And that was like a salary move that they made because they ended up getting DeJounte Murray. But yeah, definitely a rough move for the Hawks.
Yeah.
Because the Kings did not give up much at all. I know that protected pick, but who, what does that look like?
I don't, and like what I love is that we get to talk about it like this, because how many times over the years was it always like, man, the Kings got nothing, or the Kings got screwed in that trade, or whatever it was. And it's finally the Kings screwed over somebody else. And I just love that we have the ability to say that, because I think when people think of Kevin Huerter, especially in Atlanta, it was, can you be a spot up shooter? Can you, when you have the ability to move and shoot like that, it's scary. It's scary for people to guard in the league. It's annoying for people to guard in the league. And on top of all that, it creates so much more on the offensive end for an entire team. How many times did the Kings, especially in that second half, have possessions where the ball touched every single person on the team?
Yeah.
I mean, that ball movement tonight was crisp. Again, it goes because people are moving around, not just sticking around the perimeter,
they did
especially
that,
against the zone.
They did that much better. They had better moments tonight. By the way, Kevin Huerter in the month of March, Morgan, he has played in 10 games. The Kings are 8-2 in those games. He is averaging 19.4 points a game. He's doing it on 53.5% shooting including 51.4% from three on 7.4 attempts per game. Outstanding numbers. Oh, by the way, Sabonis this month just giving you 20 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. Dude is outrageous.
He ended with 16 and 15 and then 7 assists. I mean, yeah.
And 6 offensive rebounds, too.
7 for 14.
Yeah.
Efficient. Just a beast. Just a beast. I mean, we could say the same thing about him almost every single night. But was that last night against the Suns that we saw him get frustrated a little bit?
He got frustrated tonight. And I think one of the things late that I did not like from Sacramento, I think that's what left me feeling weird.
Yeah, what?
I thought Sacramento in the fourth quarter had chances to really pull away, and it's like, oh, they got it up to double digits, and they were getting crushed in transition every time.
Yes, they were.
Like it would be a big play, and then quickly the other way, a layup, and you're like, these things can't happen, or a three. They could not get any separation. They fell asleep in the transition defense. And then even when Utah got it to 6 points, the Kings were waiting late in shot clock to get anything going. There was one play, Sabonis, and it was going at Davion Mitchell like, what are we doing? They have to, even though they had the lead with under a minute to go, it was still a close enough game. You got to run your shit.
And even if De'Aaron Fox isn't in there, right?
Yep,
I mean, that's the thing. It's like, even if you don't have the same individual game as De'Aaron Fox, you still have to understand, just as a basketball player, what it means for your offense when you get shit going.
Yeah. It was 119-110 at this point in the fourth, and they had a terrible possession.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Dunn gets the rock, takes it coast to coast and one. And you're like, these things can't happen because now it's 119-113. It's a game. Like, run your stuff. And so that's the one good thing I like about someone like Domantas Sabonis is he's going to challenge guys out there. And, like, they were walking the bench having a really animated discussion about executing the right way. And that's, again, I understand the Kings won, and it sounds like I'm nitpicking here, and I'm 100% nitpicking. But now we're raising expectations here. I'm trying to win playoff games.
You're trying to.
Are you trying to win playoff games?
I mean, I
you
want
gotta
them
execute.
to. Yeah.
You got to get off to better starts. I'm still concerned about some of them, like Walker Kessler tonight. It was just too easy for him, and I love his game. I think the fact that the Utah Jazz got him in that Gobert trade will go down as one of the big, plus all the picks they got for Rudy Gobert. I personally think Walker Kessler today as a rookie in the NBA is a better player than Rudy Gobert is today. And
you could, I mean, that's, you know what's fun? It's obviously, if you were to be like, well, resume, look what Rudy's done in the league. It's about right now. I get what you're saying. You're just talking about right now.
I'm not saying he's having a better career, but I'm just saying this guy's a rookie in the NBA. He put up monster numbers tonight, but what he does, I'm not even talking about that. I'm more talking about being a legitimate rim protector at this level, coming in right away and having an impact on the Utah Jazz. They stole that guy. And I just thought tonight he was way too effective. And that's unfortunately for the Kings in their situation when the guy that you have as your big dude on this team is Sabonis, and he's switched out dealing with some other things. The help is there. Even if you have the proper help, even if the weak side help is there, even if the guy who is supposed to switch on to him is there, it may not matter because you don't have the legitimate size. You don't have someone at the four. Now, they have other bigs that they could play. They don't play Alex Len. He's got good size, but, you know, he's not going to be on the floor with Sabonis.
No, in Kessler's mobility alone, right? Yeah. Like, even that is just on a different level, not only because of his youth, but because of his ability to move the way that he does, to get up the floor the way that he does. And that's what makes him such a threat. And he's just going to get better and better as he keeps growing in the league. He
had 31 points, 11 rebounds. He had a block, 14 of 16 shooting. Another thing, someone mentioned in the chat, Lee was saying, how about Domas's dime to Keegan? So good. Keegan didn't even think it was coming to him until it was in his hands. Yeah, dude, some of the off-ball movement, just special. Sabonis is so good finding guys.
Smooth.
Just so smooth. The Kings, by the way, another night of 30 assists. And the other thing I liked about tonight, from a positive standpoint, 30 assists and 9 turnovers.
I'm so glad that we got you to this point. I'm really glad that you met us here.
Look, we don't have to every win be like, holy shit.
We don't. We don't.
We do talk about the highs and lows for every game. I try to be fair.
No. There's so many wins, Deuce, that we are coming in acting like it's a loss sometimes. Like we're very nitpicky. But I don't even say it's nitpicky. I think you're just breaking down a game. You're analyzing it. But the reason why I'm saying with this game, hey, good job meeting us here, because you came in differently into this show. Like you came in feeling like that wasn't good enough. And I appreciate that, coach. Appreciate that. But at the same time, you still have to be on this level of perspective and appreciating what this 45th win of the season not only represents because of that, but also represents because their magic number is now 1 because they are controlling that magic number, not just every other team is controlling that for them.
And you know what? I could be wrong on this, but people have been saying that if Minnesota loses to Golden State on Sunday, they play a 5:30 in San Francisco, that the Kings clinch a playoff spot. If not, the Kings play Minnesota on Monday. On the second half back-to-back, they do have Cat back. The Kings win that game, they clinch. If you were to pick one, clinch tomorrow or clinch Monday. Yeah.
Monday.
It's Monday.
In the
At
building.
home,
Yeah.
in the building. Yes.
Oh, and I get to do something different on that broadcast too.
Well, if they clinch tomorrow, are you going to be doing that on Monday?
Good point. I don't know.
So there's a chance that Morgan Reagan is doing sidelines coming up on Monday's broadcast. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's been talked about.
It's been talked about. But I mean, it's because they don't have me working until, trust me, guys, I would work every single broadcast if I could.
Is this kind of like a downgrade for you because you've done like sidelines on ESPN? So this is like, oh, now you're doing it at a local level?
I'm like, RSN sideline, please. You know me, I'd rather be analyzing for the rest of my life. So sideline should be easy and fun.
That's hilarious. Appreciate Murph World for becoming a member. Thank you so much to Brian Rose, musician. He's been a member for 9 months. He says gift exchange at the live show coming up April 14th. Not a bad idea. Tina Kings fan. I mentioned that one already. Sato donated $5 saying Merry Clinchmas. Thank you.
I like
Merry
it.
Clinchmas to you coming up soon.
Clinchmas.
And Kevin has been a member for 4 months. So ready for the playoffs at Golden One Center. Dude, yes, it's going to be magical. Peyton donated $5. Hey, Deuce Basketball, mine is a gift for breaking this playoff drought. How about bringing back who he played for tonight, featuring DJ Augustine? Yeah, here's what I'll say. We will do a who he played for next night, chat.
Okay.
We are on an unbelievable streak. This is...
Oh,
if we don't podcast tomorrow, let's say the Kings don't clinch tomorrow.
Okay.
If we don't podcast tomorrow, I think it's our first day off in 2 weeks.
Oh, no, it straight up, like there has not been a single day that we have not done a
So my point to that is, if I'm performing in who he played for the first time in a long time, I need to be at my peak
sharp
level.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell you he played for the Bobcats. I could tell you he played for the...
Don't even do that right now. Don't even do that right now.
But Peyton, that's a great idea. I should bring that back. And that, you know what? That just shows you're an OG as well, because you were here in the first year when we were having fun with that, man. Yeah, we appreciate that. Yeah, dude, thinking about that first playoff game is going to be magical. I just can't imagine. I mean, I'm even thinking about what the emotions are going to be like in the arena if they clinch in the arena. It's surreal. It is. And you're right. Having the perspective of, even though it wasn't, my opinion, the prettiest win tonight, it's still a win. They have 45 wins. And I mean, it's the same thing when people have been telling me, like in our Discord, we have some guy in there. I forget his name. I can't remember right now.
Okay.
He's like, man, if they play the Suns, it's going to be tough. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit anymore. I understand.
Good.
I understand that any first round matchup, especially in the West, is going to be tough. But here's the thing. Like, the Kings are in a position to be playing a playoff series. I think most of us anticipated the Kings would be clinching like in the final week of the year, like a play-in spot, if it was going well.
I thought play-in.
And now we're kind of like, it's March 25th, and the Kings could be clinching tomorrow. It's pretty absurd to think about it like that.
You guys, it's insane. And that's why I know there's other people around the league that are like, that's cute. You know, like they're that excited for that. Yes. And be excited. And don't let anyone dim your beam. You like that?
Never let them dim the beam.
No, your beam. It's
Your
like,
beam.
don't let them
Your
dim your
beam.
light.
I was trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to show tonight. Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything.
No, you're good.
Before we continue, we do need to mention that tonight's night chat would not be possible if it wasn't for our buddy Sean Stanfield over at rate.com/Sean Stanfield. He's fired up for the playoffs. He's also fired up to help you out. If you're looking for a house, if you're like, can I afford a house? Does it make sense for me? Do I have the money for a house? Oh, I think I have the money. Well, Sean will tell you whether you do or don't. If you need to refinance, some people it doesn't make any sense for right now.
Yeah.
But there's some that actually does make sense.
And then
for.
you don't even know that it does
Yep.
unless you actually talk to a professional.
And Sean's not going to just do it to do it. All right. Hit him up today. Don't waste your time. Go to rate.com/Sean Stanfield. You can also call or text him at 916-276-7563. Yeah, 916-276-7563. Text him like light the beam and then get into what you need to know. Just go to rate.com/Sean Stanfield. Equal housing lender, subject to credit approval. NMLS ID number 349707. Company NMLS ID number 2611. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Thanks so much to our friends at
Guarantee.
Right.
Guarantee.
Right.
And we should know that, yes, if the Kings clinch on a non-game day, we'll be live immediately when they officially clinch.
Yeah. Do we have confetti guns? I think we do.
Maybe we do. That could have been a good surprise.
No, we've been talking.
We do have confetti guns, dude.
We've had them
we had
forever.
so many. What did we get them for? Oh, we got confetti guns last year because if the Kings got the #1 pick, we were gonna. So now we have a reason to use them.
I know. Well, hopefully they're not expired, but if they are,
Do
well.
they expire?
I don't know.
I hope not.
Fire hazard.
I want to talk to some people real fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk to people in the chat too. So if you guys have questions or comments we need to get to, random shit, hit us up in the chat. Let's have fun. This is Night Chat. That's what it's about.
Saturday.
Let's go to a King KK 232020. What's up, King K?
What up, Deuce and Mo?
Hey.
What's up, man?
How you guys doing?
Man, we're good, man. What's up with you? Have we talked to you before?
Nope, I am a new member on Discord.
Welcome as a new member on Discord. What's on your mind, dude?
I would just like to say that game was awesome tonight. Walker Kessler's a beast, and once they clinch the postseason, I will be singing "Don't Stop Believing" all night and playing Nothing But Journey all night.
Why wouldn't you listen to "Shut Up and Light the Beam" by Morgan Reagan?
I will be listening to that too, but gotta
Okay.
play "Don't Stop Believing" because we never stop believing in this team.
You know,
and they finally
I
given
gotta
it
be
to
honest,
us.
King K. I pardon my ignorance. I don't know because I don't think you know.
What?
How does that song go? Like, can you? How's that go?
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
Okay.
We took the midnight train going anywhere.
Yeah.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit.
Okay. Yeah.
We took the midnight train going anywhere.
You know, I probably need to hear the chorus because it's not ringing a bell to me.
Do the chorus.
Don't stop
believing.
Hold on to that feeling.
The Kings are going to light the beam. Thanks, King K.
Thanks, Deuce and Mo. Have a good night.
All right. I like King K, man.
Me too.
King K's cool,
Hey,
man.
dude, bought in, sang it, and then allowed you to take it away.
Do you
and
think
give
he
me
really
more-
knew? Did he really believe I didn't know the song? Or
No, I think he knew, but I think he was like, I'm gonna buy into this. I'm gonna buy into this.
that was amazing. I like that guy, King K.
And also, I did forward you something too.
Ooh, okay. Let's check in first with our guy Paul. He's been waiting a while on Twitter Spaces. What's up, Paul? Paulie. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, Paul.
It says he unmuted himself. Hey, Paul, request to talk again. I'll go to you if you request to talk. I don't know what happened. I'm not hearing you. While we wait for that, Morgan got an email from a fan. The second fan, by the way, where kids are singing Shut Up and Light the Beam by Morgan Reagan. This is the third one?
Third fan.
We should play the one from last night, though, that we received. This one was... my Twitter is absurd.
If you just go to my profile.
I know. So a guy named Brian sent one of his child singing Shut Up and Light the Beam. Is that correct, Morgan?
I believe that was the first. That was one of the first ones from last night.
Okay, yeah, this is from Brian, and this is his son after the Kings win. Did the kids like this song, Morgan?
Love
I didn't
this
think it was
song.
gonna be a kid hit, but it's like kids ball.
Oh, it's
you know?
it's
Mike Brown took charge. I don't know how it happened. He hit the floor and said, "Don't you dare look down. Can you see that gleam? The city's all lit up." She said, "Shut up and light the beam.
Yeah?
This laser is a King's fan dream." She said, "Ooh, ooh, shut up and light the beam."
Oh, great stuff.
Dude,
Great stuff.
I know. He even had the ooh.
Oh, he had the in the beginning.
Yeah,
like you do.
yeah.
I don't know how it happened.
You sound like you're Ray Romano.
Hey, it's me. Mike Brown took charge. I don't know how it happened.
We got more.
And they said,
Sienna, Elijah, and Audrey.
Can you see that gleam? It's a lit up town. Say, shut up and light the beam. This laser was the King's fan. They said, ooh, ooh, shut up and light the beam.
Love
Is
it.
that not so cute?
So cute.
You guys, I am dying. We're parents all over like, oh, my kid can't stop singing. And I'm just
Wow.
like, I know. We should make a kids bop CD Sacramento Kings version. What do you say?
We're gonna need to do that. Yeah. Sorry, our chat was being
Spammed.
We got spammed, and
Ah,
we didn't have any mods live. We do have mods. Some people were hitting us up.
Damn.
Sorry
thank
about that.
you for figuring that out and saving us all.
Yeah. Deuce, where are your mods at? We have mods. They're not obviously that hardcore if they're not here. It's also almost midnight.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
Yeah, if you guys want to be mods on our YouTube, let us know because we could use more as we continue to grow.
Yeah, very cool though.
That is super cute, Morgan, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's you guys, I think one of the coolest things is when parents are like saying that their kids are singing even Deuce and Mo, Deuce. It's just, we always talk about this. And I know whenever we talk about basketball, oh, it's bigger than basketball. I truly believe with everything that we're doing, it is about the next generation. And I just think about so many young boys and girls and just the confidence that like things like sports can help build and communities and being a part of something. And so anyway, it's just always really rewarding when
I would say the other thing too, before the game, I was on the court talking to Damien, I think, and it was so cool seeing these two little kids. They were clear that their parents brought them down and Sabonis was warming up. These kids were Sabonis. They were so happy, and I was like, holy shit, this team is starting to create new fans. And it's something that they haven't really been able to do, right?
like they're proud. They are proud. So
Man, it is. Sometimes I just wonder, like, how people keep coming in here with, like,
sometimes when you grow, maybe,
I know,
and
I know.
it's a good thing, but also got to make sure our mods are doing. Their,
I literally
jobs.
just during this made Tina a mod. So I thought she was gonna hop in there and do it. I might have to fire Tina already. She didn't do it right away.
I love Tina.
I had to catch you out of the corner of my eye. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
God. So cute.
Yeah, I'll definitely add some more too, if possible. What else do we need to talk about tonight?
So we already know what we're gonna do based on all the clinching stuff. We know the magic number is 1. Let's see. Kings wise, De'Aaron Fox.
Thank you.
There we go.
God, I knew I liked you for some reason.
Oh, thanks. Give me a gift.
De'Aaron Fox. So he missed tonight's game. Mike Brown was asked about De'Aaron before the game, and I thought that was interesting because I was like, all right, how significant is this injury?
Yeah.
Someone had asked him about load management and if that's something he would consider down the stretch of the season if they clinch.
Yes.
And he's like, look, it's a case-by-case basis. He goes, look, with Herter, he probably could have come back sooner, but because of the situation we're in, where we're at in the season, we elected to give him some extra time. He said Fox could have played tonight. And I went, oh, okay. I don't know, to be honest, how much I believe he could have played tonight since he left the game last night. But what it told me is that it's not a super serious injury with that hamstring soreness that it is going to keep him out any extended period of time. I would say this, just be very careful with this, especially like, let's just say the Kings do clinch tomorrow.
Okay.
I would entertain the idea of holding him out Monday against Minnesota. And the reason is just, this is a hamstring thing. And if you can give him off until Wednesday, when you play Portland, or hell, if you want to get real greedy with it, don't bring him up back till Friday in Portland. I think, one, it allows Davion Mitchell to get more comfortable, to establish himself and get work with the offense and work on some of the late game execution that we talked about. But most importantly, it helps De'Aaron get some rest down the stretch. If you've clinched, in my opinion, I'm looking at how the standings are right now. The Kings are not falling from number 3. There's a slight chance they can move up to 2, but they're not falling from 3.
Okay.
There's too much a gap between them and Phoenix at this point for them to go to like 4. So if you feel like you got 3 under wraps and De'Aaron's got a little hamstring thing, if it's something that you feel like more rest will give him time, I would personally just be cautious with it. There's no need to rush it back. You're not trying to like, the Kings need one more win to make the playoffs or help from someone else to clinch. That's all you need. It's not like it's the final game of the season. I want to be careful with this.
I'm fine with being cautious, with being careful. I don't know why. I don't know if I necessarily agree with your strategy, but I don't disagree with it.
Okay.
I understand what Mike Brown was saying before the game. Look, if this was a playoff game tomorrow, De'Aaron Fox would be playing. He would play through it. He would get whatever treatment that he would need to make sure that he could play through it. But because it wasn't that, he didn't need to play. Going into Monday, if he can play and he feels rested, I don't know, Deuce. I'm just about them like keeping their flow. Accidents happen anywhere, right? I mean, off the court as well.
I hear you,
anywhere.
But you know, hamstring things,
Lingers.
They linger. So
they linger.
Again, if he's healthy and he's ready to go, just play him, sure. But I would also start knocking down minutes a little bit. Like
I agree with knocking down minutes.
I don't need you to play 38 minutes. Even if it's 34.
I agree with knocking down minutes.
Cool. No, that works. I like it. We're on the same page. Let's catch up with a couple more people. It wouldn't be a night chat if we didn't catch up with our buddy Nick. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Deucemo.
What's up, dude?
How are you?
We're good.
Did not see you tonight, my man.
Hey, why not win back-to-back?
Why not?
Why not win back-to-back? Did you have fun tonight for Slamson's birthday?
Yes, I got a picture of Slamson. I got all of his buddies, and I put it on Discord.
I saw that. How old did Slamson turn today?
I'm not sure.
If you were to guess, how old do you think Slamson is?
Probably 60.
60. 60? That's a good guess.
I mean, he moves pretty well for 60. Though. He's staying in shape.
Would say so.
Nick, what was your favorite part about tonight's Kings win?
Keegan winning, making the 3-pointers, but what I did not like tonight was Malik Monk getting ejected because the referee decided to give one technical foul, then toss him to the locker room. I don't know what Malik Monk did, but I would like for you guys to review it. What did Malik do wrong? What did he do wrong?
Thank you. You're right about this. You're right about this. Nick, the Kings are closing in on clinching a playoff spot. What will it mean to you when the Kings clinch a playoff spot?
I think that we should have a pizza party.
Dude, That's one of the best ideas you've ever. Have a pizza party.
Why not have a pizza party?
Nick, I can't. I don't have a rebuttal. I mean, you're right. It's the Kings clinch a playoff. What do you do?
Pizza party. Obviously.
What's your favorite pizza though?
I like Round Table.
Okay,
Well,
but like,
duh.
yeah, but sure. I'm talking about like specifically like what type of you. Hey, Nick,
Pepperoni.
I just cut. Hey, Round Table Pizza. How can I help you?
Round Table pepperoni.
You just want pepperoni pizza? Do you want cheese on that, Nick?
I want pepperoni, cheese, and sausage on it.
That's
Oh,
it?
and sausage. He added sausage.
Okay.
Yes.
That would be an extra $1.50. You're cool with that?
Yes.
All right. Do you need ranch?
No ranch.
Oh.
That's weird. You're not gonna have any. Do you need Parmesan?
What about garlic twists?
Yeah. Can we add some garlic twist for you?
You can.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be $72.55.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. All right. That was a fun game, Nick. That was
really
good.
good at
improv. That
improv.
was great improv, Nick. I liked how you bought in. All right.
Yeah. Hey. Shut up and light the beam.
Yes! All right. Well, you know what? With that, sleep beams, and we'll talk to you Monday. Or maybe tomorrow. We'll find out.
Sleep beams.
Sleep beams.
Sleep beams, Nick.
Good job.
Sausage.
Great buy-in.
Yeah. He was like, well, I got to talk to Deuce like he's the round table guy.
What's up? Hey, I'm a big combo. You know, if I'm ordering pizza like from Round Table.
Yeah.
Number one, that taste of Round Table or Mark and Monica's.
Okay. What
if
are
I'm
you
going
getting?
that type of pizza.
Combo?
Mushroom.
That's fine.
Olives.
That's fine.
That's on cheese. That's all I need. Load that. Let's go. I'll do a combo for sure. But then if
like
you
combo.
go deep, I'm a big fan of Pizzasaurus Rex and Federalist. Give me a little South Side from Federalist. Ooh! Ooh!
Don't get me started.
Shout out to the guys at Uncle Vito's. I met all these guys
Ooh.
at Snug a couple nights ago after a Kings game. Or it was after the Knicks win.
Yes.
After the Kings beat the Knicks. And we went and met a couple of people at Snug. And they're like, oh, I love the podcast. Work at Vito's. Anytime you come by, let me know. I've not been there yet, but I will. I will.
I need some Uncle Vito's pizza.
Let's check in with Loyal Sac Kings fan. Hey, what's up, man?
Loyal Sac Kings fan.
Are you there?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Nothing much. Just that I might see my first ever Kings playoff team tomorrow.
Ooh. How does that feel, man? It might be the first time you ever. It is the first time you ever experience a Kings playoff team. How does that make you feel?
Pretty amazing. I mean, all my life, basically, everyone's been talking poop about the Kings to me, and to finally see like a good team, it's very nice.
So when you go to school the day after they make the playoffs, what's your message going to be to those haters, to those clowns who criticized you for rooting for the Kings all these years?
I'm not even gonna say anything, honestly. They actually have said said nice things to me. Like they've said like, you know, you're a pretty good fan for sticking with them. So I'm just gonna be like, man, that's why you got to be a loyal Kings fan like me.
You cut out, but I love that you said your
Gotta
username.
be a loyal Sac Kings fan like me.
That's his name in Discord.
I know.
It all comes full circle.
Amazing.
Man. What do you like about the game? Anything?
I like that we were able to battle back. I thought we had a really good third quarter, and I thought Keegan's gonna break the record Monday for sure.
Let's go. Well, appreciate you hanging out, man. Thanks so much.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, see you. Good to catch up with him, man.
Hell yeah.
Let's check in with our guy, Mark David. Hey, Mark. Mark David.
Mark.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man. What's up?
Very good. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Nice. So I watched the game earlier. I really like how Davion Mitchell played. I foresee him, taking over, some of the games when we make the playoffs. So very nice game. I mean, just excited for the future. Hey guys, I tweeted something. Look it up. But then yeah, it's probably a nice thing to talk about when you're in Sacktown Sports. You know, I usually listen to you guys in the mornings when I go to work. What's the what's like the free agent picture looks like when the off season comes?
So I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I haven't gotten to that point yet because I am. And by the way, I hear myself in the background. Hold on, let me turn you down for a second. This is the least I have cared about the offseason coming up because I'm focused on what lies ahead.
Yep.
I don't you there are people, and I love these people who are like super into college basketball and watching draft prospects and trying to figure out, oh, who could the Kings get in like the 20s now, right? We're so used to being in the lottery. They're not going to be in the lottery this year. I'm just not there yet. I haven't even taken a deep dive. I'm like, all right, I'm thinking playoffs now. I'm thinking about matchups and stuff like that. So we will definitely have it covered. We're going to be doing a ton
of coverage.
Yeah, a ton of coverage on our YouTube channel. When it comes to NBA free agency, we're going to have a huge NBA free agency party. We're going to have a live NBA draft show. We're going to do a lot of cool things. So we'll have it all covered. I'm just not there yet. Is that fair?
That's fair. Very nice. Very nice. Maybe we can talk about, do you guys foresee like a lot of Davion Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox pairing in the backcourt when playoff comes?
It depends. It's not something we've seen a ton this year. We've seen moments of it. But I think with the way Davion's playing right now, he has really set a serious tone for this team, man. That guy just comes in and defends his ass off. And if he can give you something offensively, you definitely want to play him. But also we have seen from Mike Brown, like he's going to mix it up. Like if that's not going, then Malik Monk's going to be the guy in there. Hell, we even talked about Kessler Edwards.
I know.
Kessler Edwards has been really good, especially defensively.
And
Go ahead,
really
Mo.
quick too, though, about Davion Mitchell, something that I've been noticing is that he's been a little bit more vocal and like with his frustrations and everything. And then our buddy Will Z tweeted something about that as well. And he's saying like, hey, maybe it's about time he gets a technical, and if you do see that moment that Davion Mitchell gets that, like it has to be in the perfect moment. But I love that he's showing more emotion out there and he's just feeling good.
All right, Mark. We'll catch up with you soon. Thanks so much for checking in, dude. Appreciate you so much. Before we get to our next one,
Kessler Edwards.
We should mention Kessler Edwards. Yeah. When you look at the box score, you're not going to be like, oh my God, Kessler Edwards, what a game for him. He had 4 points in this game, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. I just love his activity. We keep hearing from the Kings about ball pressure, and they got to be more aggressive, get in the guys. He does that, plays the passing lanes well. It's pretty wild that the Kings got a guy at the deadline that kind of flew under the radar that is seemingly being a guy that they go to a lot off the bench.
I love it. I mean, talk about another steal. You take money from this squad and you take a young guy that can definitely have a role with this team. The way that he's getting into the rotation, like Mike Brown already trusts him. He respects his ability to defend, to get his hands in the passing lane. Yeah, it's fun that you added someone that can actually make an impact.
There's some controversy tonight with my poll question.
Why?
I'm going to read it anyway.
Okay.
Who was your dog of the game? I appreciate the person on Twitter who said, now I start watching the game trying to figure out who my dog is. Who's your dog of the game? The options, Kevin Huerter, Matthew Dellavedova, Sabonis. What?
Go on.
That was shout out to Whitey Gleason, by the way. Like, living La Vida Loca.
Oh.
Matthew Dellavedova.
Wow, you're not hitting it.
Okay. The options for who is your dog of the game is it Kevin Huerter, Matthew Dellavedova, Domantas Sabonis, or Harrison Barnes. Some controversy because I left Davion Mitchell off. I only had 4 places. I did not put Davion on there. Who is your vote? And is he on there?
Well, out of these 4, God, I'll go Kevin Huerter. I love how he's been playing in March. And just you get to see how important he is to this Kings offense, just being the threat that he is, the movement. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to move like that on the floor.
You want my dog?
Yeah, who's your dog?
My dog has an Australian accent. Ruff, ruff. Matthew Dellavedova.
That's totally fair.
I've been critical when he's
You
played.
have.
It's been tough watching him. He played his ass off tonight. Not that he doesn't play his ass off, but like he really defended well.
he
He got into the
executed.
ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved how Dellavedova played tonight. And you need it. When Fox is out, I'm worried. It's like, all right, there were stretches, remember earlier this year, where Fox was out. And in the second half, late in the game, Mike Brown didn't play Davion or Matthew Dellavedova.
Yeah.
Tonight, you were able to play Davion Mitchell nearly 30 minutes, and Matthew Dellavedova played 19 minutes in this game. I thought he was effective. I thought he had a great game.
Yep, I'm with you. And your dog of the day is fair.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, what's up, Jamie? I saw Jamie at the game, by the way. He said
Oh,
what's up to me.
What's up, Jamie?
Jamie, what's up, dude?
Hi guys, how are you guys doing tonight?
We're good. What's up, man?
Nothing much. My dad wants to talk to you, so I'm gonna hand it over to him.
Okay.
He's awake right now?
What's Jamie's dad's name?
Chase.
What up,
So
Chase?
Chase, they're
Oh.
not like in bed right now. They're driving home. I think Jamie
We
told
are
me that
driving
they were going out to a party after the
No.
Kings win or
Well,
dinner.
we did, but we live in the North Bay, so it's quite a drive for us. We live in Santa Rosa, so unfortunately we live in Golden State Warriors territory. So, so yeah, all those Jamie's friends, we're converting them slowly to Kings fans.
Hell yeah, I love it, man. Well, I'm so glad you let Jamie call into our show, man.
Yeah.
He's a good kid.
No, and I appreciate you guys because without your guys' show, living where we live, all we hear is the ball washing of Steph Curry.
Okay. Chase.
Sorry.
Do not talk like that in front of Jamie.
Yeah,
You
right.
son of a
He's
bitch.
13. He's heard worse.
Yeah,
I'm kidding, I'm
and
kidding.
he listens to us. Who's Deuce talking about?
I'm a big Steph Curry guy. I have a hard time.
I am too, but live in the North Bay, that's all you hear.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get annoyed too.
On the sports leader, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it like tonight? Seeing the beam in person, huh?
Yeah, this is our second time seeing a person. We try to go as much as we can, but no, the beam's amazing. The crowd tonight, it's crazy seeing how filled the stadium is compared to years past. And the thing I take away with this Kings team is the third quarter. In the past, that was always the Achilles heel, was the third quarter. We would come out flat, just get destroyed in the third quarter. And this team, this is like the third quarter is where we take the game over.
Yeah, 35-17 in the third quarter today. Last night they dropped 45?
Yeah.
In that game against Phoenix, and yeah, it just now for me, I want to see them start coming out a little stronger in the first quarter. I think especially at home, there's too many times, and Mike Brown's talked about this too, easing into things, easing into the game. Come out with a little more force like that in the third. Punch them in the mouth early. And because I know they're capable of getting back in the games. Like, this is not the old Kings where it's like, oh, it's all going to fall apart. There's been very few examples this year where you see the Kings roll over in a game. They're going to make some sort of run, and it's going to be interesting because of what this offense is capable of. But I think they are more capable of getting off to better starts, and they just have to.
Absolutely, especially if we're going to make a deep playoff run. But, I mean, the fact that this squad compared to last year is even in where they are now is absolutely amazing.
Dude, it's great. And how cool is that to have that bond with Jamie, man?
Oh, no, it's amazing. We've been season ticket holders since the first year in Golden One Center, and it's awesome. I had all three of my kids at the game tonight. It's the Kings. It's something that we all talk about, and definitely when we can't go to the game, we got NBA League Pass, luckily from the Kings, so we're watching it at home.
Okay, now Chase.
Yep.
If you sell any of your playoff tickets to an opposing fan, You are dead to me. I know you can make extra money. I know it's fun.
So,
You need to do a background. If you sold your seats to, imagine if this guy Chase sold his seats to a Warriors fan.
How much can you make?
I'm gonna be so
hold
pissed.
on. Okay, game 1 is like a take the kids out of school day. We're all going to game 1 no matter what.
Okay.
I'm calling in sick to work. I work nights, calling in sick. We're going. Now, game 2, man, I can make my whole season in one night.
Okay, and I understand that, but don't you think about
the children?
Can I? I'm going to make my case right now to. I'm sorry, I'm playing into something on accident. I'm going to make my case right now to season ticket holders who listen to this podcast. One, shout out to you for having a lot of money and spending that money on season tickets. Awesome. Okay, you rooted for this. We need to get to a point where you buy season tickets not to make money or to get a deal, because you root for a team and you enjoy going to the games. That's what it's for.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
So my point is, it's going to irritate me so bad when I see Warriors fans potentially in this building, because that means Kings fans sold some of their tickets. And we've all been waiting for this moment for 16 years. And it's like, oh, I went to game 1. That's good enough. And you just sell it to a Warriors fan. And that impacts the game. It does. In playoffs, that stuff matters.
Well, what I will say too, but Deuce, that one ticket, that price can impact someone's life too.
Then you know what? Don't go to StubHub. Start reaching out to people on Twitter and be like, hey, I've got tickets.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. You're a Kings fan. I'll sell them to you. Do not, if you're a season ticket holder,
That's
not
fair.
sell your seats, especially if it's the Warriors in the first round. If it's somehow the Lakers in the first round, do not, because they can infiltrate and it could really damage some of the home court advantage that Golden One Center could have. Back in 2002, that shit was not happening. You know what I mean? And I think too many people are trying to make, I want to cover my season tickets. Dude, I get it, but also you have season tickets. You have some money. Who cares?
Just do the work, and find the Kings fans the rich Kings fans to sell it to.
I got enough family in the Sacramento area that I'll give them to them.
Thank you. Thank you.
go.
That's all I ask. Okay.
Yep. Definitely.
All right.
You
Well,
guys
hey,
rock.
good catching up. Drive safe. Appreciate Jamie and Chase, man. Thanks so much.
Right. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.
Dude.
Because I thought about this, and I'm not trying to hate on people who are trying to make some money.
But you
at
found
all.
a solution, though. I think your solution is fair. Like, you go, take the time to reach out on Facebook groups, Twitter chats, Reddit, wherever.
Yes.
And you can find
Yes.
legitimate people, but it's just going to take a little bit more work than shoving them on Ticketmaster or whatever the hell people do. You're going to, if they play the Warriors in the first round, there's going to be inevitably some Warriors fans who come. Yeah.
That's fine. But you don't want it to be like a kind of a mix. Like when 49ers fans were taking over in Dallas against the Cowboys, and you're like, it's a sea of red. That's pathetic. I don't want to turn on a game on ESPN and people going, well, there's a lot of Warriors fans in the building tonight for game 2 here in Sacramento.
Well, even the Celtics game the other night with all the green jerseys and
and I'm with you on that to a certain extent. They also come here once a year.
And it's the Celtics.
It's the Celtics regular season. This is playoffs we're talking.
Yeah.
About.
No,
this
that's
is
fair.
This needs to be 90% Kings fans.
Has to be.
90%. So, and if you're looking to make a quick buck and you're selling to whoever, then I question your fandom.
Well, I do too. But Deuce, also you just look at this shitty world and it's like they all have us by the balls. The more money you make, the more in life you can do somehow, which is just, this system.
So the Kings are off until Monday, Morgan. It is now Sunday. How long have we been doing? We've been recording almost 2 hours. I knew tonight was going to be extended.
Did
I
you
love
know?
it. No,
Did
I'm
you
feeling
know?
good now.
Good. Well, I'm glad you got there.
Yeah.
No, and I'm not even saying that just to be like, yeah, I knew you would. No, I'm really glad that you're appreciating everything that came about from tonight's win.
Yeah, we're just talking it through, So the Kings play Monday night, Golden One Center against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They are going to be playing against Golden State Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Some people suggesting that game could impact the Kings. Like if the Minnesota lost, the Kings would just automatically get in. But let's just pretend that's not true or pretend that doesn't happen. The Kings would be playing Minnesota. Right now, as it stands today, they are sitting at 500, 37-37 in the 7th spot in the Western Conference. Their game against Golden State is pretty significant. They are right now, Morgan, a game and a half behind the Golden State Warriors. So if they lose to the Warriors, that puts them in a pretty significant hole where they're pretty much going to be stuck in that play-in situation. Wow. But if they win, then it could get interesting where they could try to venture into the top 6. It's just a pretty pivotal game for them tomorrow night. They do have Karl Anthony Towns back in the fold. They won their first game back with Towns.
He finished with 22 points.
Yeah, and the officials came out after the game and said that they missed a call that would have put the Hawks at the free throw line at the very end of the game. So that's one thing to consider.
Trae Young got ejected tonight, by the way.
As far as tomorrow, by the way,
yeah.
Anthony Edwards is questionable for that game against Golden State. So if he doesn't play tomorrow against Golden State or later today, I guess, after that ankle sprain, he could be back against Sacramento on Monday.
Great.
And so they're trying to fit things in. I'm not, as you know, I'm not very high on the fit of Cat with Gobert and Edwards. It doesn't make it an easy game by any means because they have legit size with Gobert and Cat.
And we talk about how size has been a matchup nightmare for the Kings this season. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's the Utah Jazz or the Minnesota Timberwolves. Like there's things that definitely affect the way that the Kings play and it alters their game.
This playoff race, I mean, let's just pull up the standings real fast. I know they change all the time. So Denver and Memphis have clinched spots. They both won their division. How crazy, the Kings are not only going to get in, they're going to win the Pacific Division.
That's all insane.
I don't think many people predicted that.
Nope.
The Suns are going to get, the Suns, nice win tonight. They beat the Sixers, hammered the Sixers. No Harden in that game. Embiid did play. They did win, so they bounced back after losing to Sacramento. They're now 39-35, and Durant is scheduled to come back on Wednesday, potentially. So we'll see how that gets all put together. The Clippers are sitting in the 5th spot, Golden State 6th, but they could move up tomorrow. So they could move into 5th tomorrow. I mean, hell, Golden State could be 4 by the end of it. Like, the race between 4, 5, 6, Morgan, OKC is in 10th right now. They're in 10th, and they are, what, 2.5 out?
Dude, I cannot believe the Mavs. I cannot
Dude, the Mavs.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
Are we getting a Luka trade demand this summer?
No.
If they lose Kyrie, you're telling me there's not a slight chance that Luka's like, yeah, I want out.
I don't think he thinks Kyrie's the answer. I don't think he's acting like he wants out until if they don't do anything, make any moves in the offseason. I don't know what their cap space is. I don't know.
It's not good. They don't have draft picks. And
okay.
Look, them losing Jalen Brunson for nothing.
Yep.
Awful. This is going to be a big offseason for Luka. We're going to learn a lot about who Luka is. Does he want it?
Does he want it?
He's great. Can he get to the next level? Any other final thoughts before we get out of here?
No, I'm going to sleep the shit out of my life tomorrow, and I'm so excited about it.
We could have a random ass night chat tomorrow night.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know. We love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with us for a couple hours. If you haven't, hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed. We love you guys so much, but we got to go.
Thank you for spending this Saturday night with us. We seriously appreciate you and enjoy this so much. Sleep beams.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know.